Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Bill from the Cave, coming back at you again with another video. Last week I had mentioned that I had just gotten the last of the Savage World figures, and I was going to do an opening of the set. I got the whole set of them. There's 5 in total. They're from Funko. They're all the Savage World horror movie figures. I finally got the set of them, so I'm going to open them up because the boxes are kind of shot, so they're not really worth keeping them in box protectors or anything, but I always wanted the set, and I got them. So I'm going to open them up because I told you guys in the videos that I would, but while I do that, to make it a little bit more interesting, we are going to rank them, as far as I'm concerned, from worst to best, as far as who the best horror movie characters go. So we're going to open them up, and we're going to rank them. So here's my top 5. Well, I wouldn't say top 5, I would say top 4, and there's one in here that is questionable as far as I'm concerned, as far as whether or not he's in the top 5 horror characters of all time. But you guys can argue that out, and you guys let me know what you think about my rankings of these guys. Alright, so coming up first, in at number 5, cool character, but I was never a huge fan of the films as a kid. I always thought the character was cool, thought the character was super creepy, but the whole movie just wasn't my thing. So coming up at number 5, we got Pinhead. From the Hellraiser series, I was not a huge Hellraiser guy, but again, I did like the character. The figure's pretty cool. We'll open him up real quick. He was the last one that I just got to finish off the set. Like I said, I was never the biggest fan of the film series, so he was like one that I didn't really care about getting too much. But I saw him come up really cheap on eBay, and I was like, yeah, why not? Let's get it and finish off the set. It comes with his cube, which I know there's a name for it, a specific name for it, but it is escaping me at the moment. And he's also got he's got a knife and like a kind of a sickle style knife. So pretty cool. The style of figure kind of reminds me, it's basically an old style He-Man character. I'm not sure if it's got the leg band inside or if it's a joint, but it's like the old He-Man style. Was like 1, 2, 3, like 5-point, 6-point articulation. So pretty cool design, pretty basic figure. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So that's Pinhead. Coming in at number 5. And let's sit it down so it doesn't fall over. All right, coming in at number 4. I would say the next 4 are the top 4 horror characters of all time. No question. You guys can, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. As far as I'm concerned, Pinhead, definitely on the list, but I don't know if he's in the top 5. I think there's a couple of different characters that you could put in that number 5 spot ahead of Pinhead. But of these 5 characters, he comes in at number 5. Number 4, awesome character, legendary horror character. The reason he's coming in at number 4 is because his movies were real scary and cool, but then they kind of, as the franchise went on, they kind of went in a different direction where it wasn't quite as scary anymore, yet still good. But coming in at number 4 is Freddy Krueger in the Savage World. I'm assuming he is probably set up exactly the same way like the old Remco AWA figure or the old He-Man figure. Open him up right quick. Oh. Some of these have been sitting for a while, they're dusty. And this thing don't want to come off, man. Don't want to come off at all. So yeah, this one seems like he's in much tighter figure than Pinhead was. He was kind of loose jointed. Freddy seems much more solid. It's pretty cool. I really like the designs of these. But let's see. And oh wait, he came with, almost chucked out his accessory like a dope. He comes with the Freddy glove. So that's Freddy coming in at number 4. All right, coming in at number 3, awesome character. Always thought he was super scary as a kid. Just terrifying, man. Just terrifying, and all the movies were all pretty cool. Coming in at number 3 is Leatherface. Leatherface coming in at number 3 from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Number 3, horror icon of all time. Let's open him up here. I always loved those movies. When I was a little kid, I used to stay up late and watch, you know, whatever cable channel used to show the old horror movies. And I ended up, and the first one I ever saw as a kid was, oh geez, I think it might have been like Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 3, when they're in like a radio station in the beginning. But that was the first one that I ever saw, and I got really into Leatherface at that point, you know, and then obviously over the years I've gone back and watched everything, and super cool. Alright, so what do we got here? Leatherface, another awesome character, awesome design. They're really cool in hand when you check them out. You know, they're cartoony, but they're pretty detailed. You know, really good sculpts, really good paint on them. Really nice, solid figures. You could probably, you know, play with them, and if you really wanted to, have them play with your He-Man figures or whatever. And he comes with, obviously, the attachable chainsaw hand, as well as a mallet that attached to his little nub right there. So we got Leatherface coming in at number 3. All right. Number 2, awesome, super icon as far as horror movies go. One of my best memories as a kid was my older sister taking me to see some of these movies when I was a kid. It's one of those memories that I always have and love, and made me fall in love with the character. But there's all, you know, give me, you know, teenagers and lost in the woods, getting chased by a killer any day of the week. I love it. Coming in at number 2 is Jason Voorhees, which obviously means number 1, which I'll get into in a minute, is Michael Myers, number 1 of all time, without question. You can fight me, I don't care. But Jason, always been my dude. Ever since I was a kid, I was a sucker for any kind of Friday the 13th movie, even the stupid one in space, the remakes. Just give it to me. I'll take it. I love the. I had the Nintendo game when I was a kid of Friday the 13th. Which was a terrible game, but I loved it anyway. And let's see, what do we got here? Open him up. So Jason, another awesome figure. You know, great details with the mask and the chest and the bones, and looks really, really cool. Another solid figure. All the figures are pretty solid, really, except Pinhead. He's the only one that's like a little wobbly, but another awesome figure in this weird, you know, prehistoric kind of He-Man style. And he comes with the axe. He gonna axe you something. And the machete. So that is Jason coming in at number 2. Number 1, without question, my favorite of all time, Michael Myers. Terrified me as a kid. I was such a Halloween freak, even all around my house. There's Michael Myers stuff everywhere. Always been just number 1. Scariest, best horror movie character of all time. Let's open this up here. So, let's see. The last one, Michael Myers. Awesome. Looks really cool. The mask actually looks really good. It's not, you know, it's pretty accurate as far as what it's supposed to look like. You know, they kind of put the prehistoric twist on his maintenance man gear. He's got the stitched pockets in the front and everything, but he's awesome. He looks really, really cool. And he comes with Some knives, right? That's it. What else does he need, you know? We're keeping it simple. He comes with 2 knives. And he gonna stick you up. There it goes, man. So, there you have it, guys. The opening of the Savage World horror figures ranked number 5, Pinhead. Number 4, Freddy Krueger. Number 3, Leatherface. Number 2, Jason Voorhees. And number 1 of all time, as ranked in the Kayfabe Cave, Michael Myers coming in at number 1. And that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think of these figures and what you think of my rankings. But they are what they are. You can fight me about it. Have a great day, guys. I love you. Keep on playing forever.